Have we read this part? John 6:36. But I said to you that you have seen me, you've seen Jesus, and yet you do not believe. You've seen Jesus, but you don't believe. All that the Father gives me will come to me. All that God gives Jesus will come to Jesus. And the one who comes to me, I by no means will cast out. Jesus won't cast him out. Get away. John 6:39. For I have come down from heaven. Jesus has come down from heaven, not to do my own will. Jesus doing Jesus' will, no, but the will of him who sent me. God's wills and desires of he sent Jesus. For I have come down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. John 6:39. This is the will of the Father. This is what God wants. Who sent me, God who sent Jesus, his will is that of all he has given me, all those given to Jesus from God. This is the will of the Father who sent me, that of all he has given me, I'm presuming people, I should lose nothing. Jesus will lose nothing, but should raise it up at the last day. Jesus will raise it up at the last day. I should lose nothing, but should raise it up at the last day. The Jews then complained about him. Complain about Jesus. Complain. The Jews are complaining about Jesus, John 6:41, because he said, I am the bread of life which came down from heaven. I feel like we've read this. And they said, is not this Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? Hey, we know his mom and dad. What's up with this? How is it then that he says, I have come down from heaven? How does he say I came down from heaven? Jesus answered therefore and said to them, don't murmur among yourselves. The Jews talking so softly and lowly to each other. Don't mutter among yourselves. Don't murmur. John 6:44. No one can come to me. No one can come to Jesus unless the Father who sent him, God who sent Jesus, draws him, calls him. God draws him or near to him. No one can come to me unless the Father who sent him draws him. Unless the Father who sent me draws them. No one can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him. And I will raise him up in the last day. Jesus will raise him or her up. It is written in the prophets, and they shall all be taught by God. God is a teacher. Therefore, everyone who has heard and learned from the Father, let's read that again, and I will raise him up at the last day. I need to have a last day right here. When is the last day? There's no more days after it. And I will raise him up at the last day. It is written in the prophets, therefore everyone who has heard and learned from the Father comes to me, comes to Jesus, John 6:45. Not that anyone has seen the Father, no one has seen God, except he who is from God. Jesus is from God. He has seen the Father. Oh, it's complicated. Help us understand. So, therefore, everyone who has heard and learned from the Father comes to me. Not that anyone has seen the Father, except he who is from God. He has seen the Father.